there. Thanks for the opportunity to share an update with you. My name is Ann Dibsetter, and I'm the Executive Director of the Southwest Regional Sustainable Development Partnership. The partnership is part of University of Minnesota Extension, and you can see here that the region that I serve is one of 5 partnership regions around the state. The Southwest region officially takes in 27 counties, but sometimes our regional boundaries are flexible depending on the project. So just to review briefly what we do, the Regional Sustainable Development Partnerships work to advance the environmental, economic, and social sustainability of Greater Minnesota. So each region has a governing board that's made up of community members from around our region, and they make decisions about what projects we partner on. And the partnership has 4 focus areas. Those are natural resources, sustainable agriculture and local food systems, resilient communities, and clean energy. The Southwest Partnership has a portfolio of projects in any given year that the board has elected to support. So each of these projects brings together local talent and resources with University of Minnesota resources. Maybe it's faculty or students or research or some other assets. And that's along with a little bit of seed funding to help make those projects possible. So I'm going to just highlight a couple of those projects for this quick update. And you can always find all of our projects at our website, rsdp.umn.edu. The partnership is known as a source of community-driven research. So one example of that is an analysis of the impacts of the Minnesota Garlic Festival. It was done by a graduate student, and she completed interviews and surveys with vendors and visitors of the festival. And the Crow River chapter of the Sustainable Farming Association, which has been organizing this festival for 14 years, We'll use the analysis to make decisions about future direction for the festival. Another example is research taking place in Willmar, where MinU Youth Gardens is a small nonprofit. They're working with youth to raise food, and they're interested in constructing and operating a deep winter greenhouse. So graduate student Zoe Masterpole is doing case studies to help them understand the best ways to operate such a greenhouse in specifically a non-farm or a nonprofit setting. In another example, we have a graduate student reporting on innovations that small food retailers have used to increase revenue, to decrease expenses, or to better meet the needs of their customers in one way or another. The partnership also works alongside the Center for Small Towns at University of Minnesota Morris. So for instance, the students at the center are working with staff at Upper Minnesota Valley Regional Development Commission, and they're developing tools for collecting data about currently vacant or underutilized properties in that 5-county region. Another pair of students there is preparing to interview city managers, economic development staff, and others. They're looking to identify programs and resources that are available to help redevelop vacant or underutilized properties. Not all of our projects are student work, there's many others. So I'll offer you just one more example that you may have heard about. We're working with the Sustainable Farming Association and some other partners, including individual farmers, to make local examples available of soil health practices and their impacts on farms and farmers. So you can find a 2019 report here at z.umn.edu/soil health case studies, and more information is being gathered right now for a 2020 report. That is just a really quick sampling of a few of the projects we have going on right now. And before wrapping up, I want to mention that almost all RSDP projects are proposed directly from community members in the region. So we'll have an open call for ideas this winter with an idea brief due February 14th for consideration by our board. The link to the form is here. It's z.umn.edu/RSDP idea brief. So please consider this an invitation for you and your neighbors to submit your ideas for partnership with the university. And of course, I always appreciate the opportunity to talk about ideas at any time. So here's my contact information. Please get in touch anytime if you want to talk about how RSDP can support partnerships between the university and your community. Thank you so much.